Welcome back. In this demonstration, I'm going to do a different color mixing assignment with this color wheel that I already have completed. Now, a lot of students come in and have watched this video at home or have talked to me in class and are ready to mix, and they start going at it here. But what they do is they use the wrong kind of blue to mix green, or they use the wrong kind of red to mix violet, and they get a different color. Now, it's not a bad color. There's thousands and thousands of unlimited colors in the world, and none of them are necessarily wrong. But what happens is if you mix a cool blue with warm yellow, you don't get the green that I did in the demonstration. You get a different green. Now, this green, if I paint it right next to this other yellow green, you'll see that it looks different. Is it a bad green? Absolutely not. Okay, it's a very nice, valid green, but it is not the kind that I'm looking for as an example in class. All right, it looks a little bit off. I'm going to grab a little bit more warm blue and add it in and get the next kind of greenish color here. Okay, this is actually this color here, the darker of the two. Alright, and you'll see that it's not a bad green, but it's not exactly that turquoisey color that we're looking for in class. And if I put just a little bit more yellow back into it and bring it back to that center green, this is probably an in-betweenish green. Now, when you're outside painting plein air, or you're deciding how to make a color and you need something some kind of green or some kind of violet, you have to know what colors make what. You know, this color here, this green, I'd say it's like avocado green. If you're mixing an avocado, or you're mixing like a plantain, or you're making some kind of other color, you know, you've got to know that that's how you mix it. In class, however, I do want you to use the cool yellow and the cool blue to mix this turquoisey green color spectrum. Okay. Likewise, if I were to take, let's say, this cool red up here and mix it with my warm yellow, my cool yellow here, I'm not going to come up with exactly that same orange, right? I'm going to come up with something different. It's not going to be the same orange that I have on my color wheel. Look at this. Okay. It's different. It's almost peachy colored. It looks different. It's not that, like, you know, what we would traditionally think of as orange. If I add a little bit more cool red into it, it's going to change a little bit more, and it's not going to look like an orange color. I'd say this one is probably actually here. Alright? It looks different. Now, as you start working on your color mixing in class, these colors aren't necessarily bad colors, like I've said previously. They're just a different way to mix something. If I take, let's say if I take this warm red and I mix it with my warm blue, I'm not going to get the same violet color here. It's going to be a different color altogether. You'll see that's different. Okay, if I add a little bit more warm blue into it to try to get it to be more violet, it's not going to have that same warmth that the other violet has. If I add some more blue to it here, you're not going to get the same color. It's a little more dulled out. Alright, so depending on which colors you want for your painting, you're going to have to choose the right colors. Now, in the future, when you're doing your artistic choice and mixing colors for your own painting, you obviously can mix whatever kind of green you'd like, or you may mix whatever kind of red or kind of orange or kind of whatever color you'd like. But on this particular wheel, I would like you to use these colors, cool yellow and cool blue, to make green. I'd like you to use the cool red and warm blue to make this violet. And I'd like you to use this warm red and warm yellow to make the orange. And use those same combinations to make these tertiary or intermediate colors. Okay? And that completes our little discussion about warm and cool primary colors and what kind of tertiary intermediate colors they will make.